Hello and welcome to another session of Karen's Colours. I'm Dr. Karen and these are my colour conversations. This session is somewhat delayed because I've been on a learning curve. Electronics and I don't necessarily have a good relationship, and that's been proven this weekend because I've tried to do something different. For those of you who've been following my videos, you are aware that I have 3 streams at present, and this video today will be a 4th stream that I'm hoping will take off. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel, I'm truly grateful because your support is the thing that keeps me going. If you have been watching and not subscribed, just hit that little button. It doesn't cost you anything. This session is all about doing a colour reading. Now, colour readings, of course, as I've mentioned in the past, are all about looking at an individual's state of mind, their state of play in the real world. But colour readings can also occur as a result of using cards and a little bit of psychic energy, and read very similar to those cards that we use in the tarot or for other types of divination processes. In this video, I am going to be looking at the month of February, and I'll be looking at it through the lens of each person's birth month. I truly would appreciate some comments. If you find these are of absolutely no use to you whatsoever, I'd like to know that just as much as if they have been helpful to you in negotiating the month of February. Your results are the things that are going to make me decide whether or not to keep this stream going. So as I said, it's an experiment. Let's get started. This is a reading for the month of February for those people born in August. I want to look at the life of people born in August for the upcoming month of February. What will February bring for those who were born in August? Past, present, future, and the underlying energy. Okay, in the past, life has been one major drama after another. Things that you thought were going to go the way you wanted them to suddenly don't. All sorts of different crises erupt at a moment's notice, but you are also able, because you have the confidence internally, you are able to meet those head on and overcome. But it seems to be a never-ending issue. As soon as you overcome one problem, the next one arises. And then that one is resolved and the next one arises. And every day it seems like there will be a new drama, a new crisis, a new issue that you need to deal with. That leads you to a situation of utter exhaustion and an inability to see what it is that you need to do to get out of this cycle of never-ending drama. The blue internally is all about maintaining the communication that you need with yourself and with others in order to understand what's going on around you. But the trouble is that in the real world, uncertainty and confusion reigns. You're not going to be able to see things very clearly for a long time throughout February. Eventually, though, that uncertainty begins to clear and you realize that even though you still have this desire to understand and also to get on with whatever task it is that you need to do, in the real world, the grey is replaced with white, and white is always clarity. You understand what has happened, you understand why it's happened, and now you're prepared to become the voluntary sacrifice that enables you to simply aim for the greater good for all rather than try and do something that is specific for your own personal well-being. It's interesting that in February, as their major colour appearing 3 times is blue. Blue is always associated with shut up, do as you're told, get on with the job, don't complain. It's those skills that enable you to become a good nurturer, but a nurturer of others. You tend not to do a lot of self-nurturing. Whilst this is an attempt to do that self-nurturing, the blue internally, it's not until the underlying energy of blue in the real world, when you start nurturing others, that you begin to get that self-nurturing back for yourself, and you start to feel at peace and calm and in control of everything within your life internally. So it's necessary for you to take this drama and crisis, filter it through a period of uncertainty and confusion until such time as you determine that, hey, I understand why this had to happen, and now I will go along with it because it is for the greater good. And that then in turn enables you to find the peace and calm and harmony within your life that you are actually craving. The interesting thing here is that orange and blue are opposites on the colour wheel. So from an emotional perspective, you'll find February is a month that starts off with high drama and ends up with total calm and the ability to just simply let things slide, let things do what they're going to do. There's no longer a need to struggle. But in order to get to those situations, you will need to incorporate some skills that you have not yet in this reading put into effect. So let's have a look at what they are. You don't have any black, but you do have white. There's no red. There's no yellow. There's no green. You have a lot of blue. There's no brown. You have orange. You have grey. There is no purple. And there is no pink. But you do have cyan. So these 7 colours, black, red, yellow, green, brown, purple and pink, are all skills, or they all represent skills that you have at your disposal. And you know you've got them because right here in the real world indicates that you can do anything at any time in any direction. You just don't know what, when and where. So these skills are important for you to fill that space so that you can get to that situation of calm and confidence in order to be able to move on. February doesn't sound like it's going to be a very good month for you, at least the first week or so. So how do we do this? We'll have a look at those 7 colours and determine which of those is the most appealing to you, and then which is the least appealing to you. And take those 2 colours and incorporate them into your life somehow. Food, clothing, artifacts, it doesn't matter. You need a daily visual shot of those 2 colours, the most appealing and the least appealing. And in giving yourself those 2 colours as a visual reminder of the skills that you are not using, you're actually covering the full repertoire, which enables you then to respond to the right challenge here in your future in any direction that is necessary in order for you to establish the calm and the ability to settle into a peaceful environment, both internally and externally, while still being able to carry out whatever tasks are necessary for you.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little foray into the month of February for your birth month. If you found it useful or insightful, please leave a comment below. If you found it totally useless, also, please leave a comment below. I'd be very interested to hear what you have to say on the topic. In the meantime, may your life be filled with colour, and a lot less in the way of electronic disasters, such as the ones I've had this month coming into February. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.